like we got off on the wrong foot here. Christ Trooper General Reinhardt Kincaid. The truth is, we both want the same thing.
We both want you to shut up?
Cute. Let me tell you a story. My species does not like sex.
Fa la 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 eggs.
If this had come out of any other character, it'd be a sin removal. But, you know, Jerry.
That fake-ass laugh. Also, discount Jeremy sins something he likes cliche.
Thinking that the best way to coerce a piece of paper into a festive ovoid is by snipping at it repeatedly as if it's getting a haircut.
Thinking that the best way to cover up your incompetence is by pointing out Jerry's stupidity. On the screen cliche.
Maybe you and I can hide some eggs one last time.
Title of my resurrection tape?
Discount Jeremy makes a cringeworthy sex tape joke that isn't funny cliche. The next two sins in a row are both a pointless waste of time.
Please tell me this isn't who I think it is.
Well, do you know of any other bipedal humanoid rabbits?
Somehow I missed the memo that a biblically accurate Easter bunny was commonly known to be a bipedal humanoid rabbit. How do you look at this thing and not scream, ah, Krampus?
Discount Jeremy makes a pop culture ref.
Doesn't anyone have a calendar app?
There is a calendar right behind you, Rick. But the show knows that I'd see that and knows that Rick would know that, so this is clearly a trap. Or maybe they knew all along that one day I'd find an actual sin and all the meta commentary and fourth wall prodding has been leading to this moment where I would mistake a genuine continuity error for a self-aware gag. I did it!
Recent thaw.
If the Easter Bunny only unfroze recently, who's been taking care of Easter? And if the answer is the parents were doing it all along, then why did Jerry know what he'd run over, and why would so many parents lie to so many children?
Asking questions does not automatically necessitate a sin, but he makes it even worse by asking a question about Jerry. When it comes to Jerry, all things are possible through stupidity.
You ever see Iceman, Morty?
Assuming your grandson, or anyone for that matter, has seen every movie in existence. Movie-based lists of shame are an unreasonable burden to put on society when there are so many episodes of Murder, She Wrote to prioritize first.
Discount Jeremy makes a pop culture.
Oh, just check out this Wicker Man looking place.
Some internet people were apparently
Skip.
Space Christians? Isn't that a conflict of interest?
assuming all Christians don't believe in space. Someone seems to be conflating biblical doctrine with the medieval church's fear that Copernicus's theory of heliocentrism would undermine their... I lost you at heliocentrism, didn't I?
Ignoring the fact that making fun of Christians by conflating fundamentalist Christianity with more progressive Christianity is perfectly in line with Rick's character.
Well, Nati Kameye.
Randomly stealing lyrics from Willow's Wait a Minute.
Discount Jeremy makes a pop.
A lot of teeth falling out happening this episode. I do not like it.
And I don't care. In fact, the only people who do care about what you like are your sycophantic cult followers, and their inability to form independent thoughts disqualifies them from mattering.
It looks like it makes everyone have sex until the planet gets overpopulated and collapses. It's f***-based terraforming.
No, terraforming is transforming the climate of a planet to be more habitable. What you're talking about, Rick, is f***based socioeconomic destruction of an indigenous population ahead of colonization.
Okay, but what's the first step this alien race would necessarily have to take when transforming an inhabited planet into a livable habitat for themselves? They would have to start by killing the dominant species. So this is actually terraforming, but Rick only discussed the first step in the process. Jesus, what has my life come to that I'm explaining this shit?
Have you seen any of them turn around yet? Is it in the back?
Rick should be able to answer this considering he just saw one of them turn around to grab the egg, thus exposing its back front side to him.
That's a genuinely good sin. Well done.
Those famous Easter Island statues do have bodies, but they actually stop right above the butt. Joke ruined.
Considering how many times Rick and Morty have changed realities, compounded with the fact that the multiverse is real in this show, this sin bears no weight whatsoever.
Cute. Let me tell you a story. My species does not like sex.
That is a statement, not a story. That's like summing up Star Wars as tragic burn victim is a deadbeat father.
It's a good thing the TVSins editors cut out the rest of this scene, because otherwise their audience would have seen that Rick points out the exact same thing, meaning that this was a joke, and considering the fact that this show is a comedy, that's not a sin.
You think you've won, but we sent our best man and he couldn't do the job.
So, a couple thousand years ago, you sent one of your best soldiers to kill a rabbit that was encouraging humans to have sex, but ever since then, you just stopped? No further attempts to prevent planet-wide fornication?
Yes.
Earth Day is actually April 22nd, and I'm afraid I'm fresh out of, well, I guess things are different in this universe, get out of sin jail free cards.
Then it's a good thing that I'm fully stockpiled.
We will now montage through the Rickish Mortquisition, abolishing any sign of festivities across the country. presumably because at the core of every holiday is some atrocious origin that could one day come back to bite us, completely missing the true meaning of every holiday: a day off of work. I don't get it. Other than there being 3 extra people than normal, it doesn't look like they changed Thanksgiving at all.
These two sins are actually both pretty funny, and I give credit when and where it's due.
I'm happy we did all the other religious holidays off screen.
That fake-ass laugh. The next 2 sins in a row are both Discount Jeremy forgetting that this show is a cartoon.
She didn't have a second stomach just for alcohol. She didn't make it.
Thinking a second stomach would save you from alcohol poisoning when what you really need is a second liver and a second frontal lobe.
Thinking that pointing things out on the screen and then rambling will save you when what you really need is better writers.
I wear her teeth to remember.
A lot of teeth falling out happening this episode. I do not like it.
And I still don't care.
I've had a slight fluctuation with my weight recently.
I see. And how much weight are we talking about?
I gained and lost 60 pounds in 3 months.
Wow, that's almost impossible.
Well, first of all, through God, all things are possible, so jot that down.